Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Wisely will throw that one away.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Rich. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike. and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Come on. Hey, move it, my team.
On first down, Rich. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
The Vikings in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
On play action, Rich. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with Cook.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Rich. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. Rich, flush to his right.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich, over the middle, complete. That's Cook.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Madison. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Rich.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Thrown toward the sideline, and Jefferson's got it.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Rich. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Tua to throw again. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A legacy player in the NFL, Cedric Wilson, 602 yards last season, nearly beat his father's best season when he played in the league. The Miami Dolphins, they're betting that Wilson can surpass not only his dad, but become a big-time player in their revamped passing game. Nice catch there for a first down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua looking middle, and it's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss.
When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Off the play fake. Rich. And complete right side to Cook. Operating from the gun. Rich. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Coming off of a Pro Bowl season 2020, many of us were stunned when Bradley Chubb had 0 sacks in 2021. That did come in only a 7-game season due to injuries. Cause for some concern, but he also had 19.5 sacks in his first 2 years as a full-time starter.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that will be incomplete. So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hunt will try going up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 41, Tua looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Set, ready. 52 blue.
Tua now on first down. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
60 red. 60 red.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They run right side with Hunt. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Hunt. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st and 10, Rich. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Let's go now.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Tua.
That one is caught by Hunt. Into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Another completion here to Hunt. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Sanders' kick is good. And so we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We begin with a battle of the green. The New York Jets taking on Green Bay. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jets trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. 3 touchdown passes there for Mac Jones. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he's got his big tight end here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A carry here for Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It was great just to see Danielle Hunter back on the field after missing all of 2020 with a neck injury. When he's on top of his game, book him for the Pro Bowl, and he'll always be contending for All-Pro status.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
It sets up the 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Osborne.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Rich.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Back to throw. Rich. Being chased out left.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Cook up the gut, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Joseph is good, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Miami's offense set and ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From midfield, here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Tua. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Rich escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rich. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.